500 at the bye week is probably a very good thing to expect in year 2 of a rebuild, as we are 6-6 heading here into week 13. Had a pretty hot, middle of the season there, kind of cooled off here recently, as it's really been a up and down season for us. If we look at our schedule here, we were able to raffle off a bunch of consecutive wins here. As you can see, 5 in a row after starting off 0-2, but then just losing streaks. I mean, we started off 0-2. We went on a 4-game losing streak, so we've been kind of a streaky team here, and we'll look to maybe even keep the streak going. And if it's a streak that we're after, that we should get at least 2-3 wins here on the second half, and maybe even finish out the year winning. So that's all we can really hope for here. We are in our bye week, so that means I can finally handle some of the scouting, some of the players ready to negotiate type of stuff that I normally like to save at least for that first week of the bye. So looking at just where we are though, before we jump into some of the rankings, you see we're 18th in points per game this year, 11th in offense, 9th in rushing, the 9th best scoring defense, 12th in passing, and then 9th in rushing. So a much improved team. We're actually, in the top half of basically every category except for scoring offense. So, I mean, even top 10 in a majority of the categories. So we have done a phenomenal job. I think outplaying expectations here in year 2, just the wins haven't always stacked up for us in that regard. So looking at the scouting here, we're finally able to choose our scouting focus, and you can kind of see where some of the guys are that we're looking at this year. Obviously, quarterback isn't like an area of need for us. Halfback is not either. We're not looking at the receivers. Basically, all offensive positions we're kind of ignoring this year. We're going defensively focused in this draft since we didn't do it too much last year. And you can see, look at the edge rushers. Almost 75% on just about everybody. Got a few talent grades here. At the top, Dante Reed, Darian Thigpen, both are round 1 talents, but top 5 projections. So I don't know what that says about them, but here, A power move, B finesse, B power move, A finesse. So it just depends on, I guess, which one you want, a power rusher or speed rusher. But there are some other guys here, round 1 options that we can also look at and see what their talent grades are for our first pick, because I do want to go edge rusher in this year's draft. With our first round pick, there's also Cam Akers here on the other side. We don't have his talent grade yet, but he also still has that A power move, just D finesse move, and then B block shed. So maybe good in the run game, good with his power moves, just no finesse game at all. And with that being said, I do want to do my scouting focus in here on the round 1 to 2 guys, just to see how many of these guys might have round 1 talent. So I'm going to go ahead and select Cabrera here, Belfort. Yes, those are 2 guys, and it's between Zaire Armstrong here was B, but F and D, or the round 2 to 3 option on this side, and Adonis Ray, who is B, D, F. I think that's the same thing, right? B, D, F, and then B, F, D. I think I'd rather have the block shed up a little bit more. So, I mean, it looks like we're just kind of looking really all on the left side here. We're not even touching the right side. I mean, he's got 80%, so there's a chance we can obviously come back to him later and get his, what his talent might be. I think we'll just go ahead and focus on the left side then. So Cabrera, Belfort, and Armstrong are the guys that we're going to look at here. I know the thing is gone, so let me redo it. There we go. So we're going to look at these 3 left edge rushers. So we could be going on the left side. Now, obviously, I might move them to the right if I need to, whatever the team need is. But just finding out which one of these 5 would be our best pick for that number 1 pick is all I'm focused on. So we're going to go and confirm that. Now, of course, we haven't looked too deep into scouting. I haven't built up a scouting plan. It's kind of redundant to really look at those prospects until this second half of the season anyway, because a lot of them are at 20% or anything like that. But now that they're in their 40s and everything like that, we can kind of look and see, what are some other options. You see some of the safeties here we have at 50%. What about corners? We have a couple 70%. Okay, so anybody interesting? Look at that. A man's B zone, C press, B's across the board for Roman Browning. Now, I don't think we'll be able to get a guy in the first round, but they have depth here at corner. I mean, 5 guys here, or is that 6? 6 guys here with potential round 1 options here. Now, A zone, B press would be pretty good. Now, we do a lot of man, I believe, though, in our playbooks. We probably want somebody with better man coverage. Look at this, around 3 to 4 option here. B man, C press, probably a slot option here. He's a man-to-man archetype, not a slot, but probably more of a slot archetype with those ratings. Now, of course, the pro day does matter for these guys, and we definitely want a fast corner too as well. And size, 5'11", 200, 6'2", 199. Look, Browning 6'4", 196. Now, I'm not too familiar on sizes on players, but I feel like 6'4" at cornerback is OD. I feel like he's got to be an elite player. I'm not going to lie to you. B's across the board, 6'4". If that speed is good, this might be a top 5 talent. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, we probably aren't going to be able to get a first round cornerback. Just look at some of these mocks here. What's the most recent mock out is mock draft 2, which has us picking at 14. They actually have us going Roman Browning, actually. So he's actually the projected pick for us. Now, if we look at some of these top guys, you see 2 quarterbacks going here back to back around 10. Josh Cabrera goes at 8. Darren Thigpen at 4. Dante Reed at 2. Okay, so 3 left edges. The top 3 left edges are going 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, there's more talent there. Then I think we go with one of the other edge rushers. If not, let's just say that those 3 are the only ones with first round actual talent, and the other ones are boo-boo. I'm not mad at taking corner right here. Roman Browning help get our secondary a little bit better. I mean, if we look at our ratings, an area we can improve on is defensive pass per game. Now, of course, that could be pass rush to give the corners less time to cover, but also just getting better corners on the back end can help and go a long way with that too. I think the safety area would probably be our bigger focus for the team. As you see, our team needs our quarterback, center, and free safety, but I think we can definitely do something with that. Now, players ready to negotiate. Not a lot of people interested in re-signing. Oh, there goes one. Eddie Jackson's willing to come back here. Of course, at 32 years old, though, you're kind of like at the end of your career. Not too many guys that need to come back. $90 million in cap space here, though. And so I definitely want to try to bring back some of these guys here that have proven that they're going to be good for the longevity of the series. Grant Delpete or Jamari Connor. 1 year younger with Connor, but that's a huge overall gap difference for 2 star players. But I don't know if we're gonna have, let's see, it's 3 years. Trying to do the quick, that's a little bit less than 9. It's about $9 million a year for him, about $4.5 million for him. So in total, $12 million on 2 safeties. That might not be a bad move. Edge rush, even though we plan to upgrade this position. So do I give $10 million a year if we're gonna draft that with the first pick? I think we probably could move on from Isaiah McGuire then in that case. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep the left tackles that we just went out and traded for, because we do have a good left tackle there. So they would just be backup depth, and he's looking for $10 million a season. I'm not doing that. Tillman, I think we could probably let go. Mitchell, if we're going to go corner, I think we could possibly go, but only $3 million a season. It's not bad. Backup. Yeah, most of these are just kind of backups. Now, I definitely want to go ahead and try to get this out the way, because I'm not trying to hustle around for a long snapper. We're just going to offer him this 1 year deal. See if he takes it. The team doesn't have what I'm looking for, and with that money, I wouldn't reconsider. Bro, you're a long snapper. You better be happy to play for anybody. All right, I get somebody like Grant here. He wants to be in a Super Bowl chase, and we actually have playoff contender. He just wants to be somewhere warm. It's the only thing messing it up. So it's not offsetting at all the fact that we actually are in a Super Bowl chase. He wants to be close to home and play warm. So we're gonna have to overpay for this. I'm gonna up the salary by 0.2 million, up the bonus by 0.3, so an overall 0.5 million, or $500,000 upgrade for another 3 year contract. Even though I wasn't looking to return, this offer is getting real tempting. Okay, so that's kind of close. So we probably don't have to, overpay by too much. Jamari Connor here, I definitely want to get him back. He's younger, so I actually don't mind offering a longer term contract here, because I do see the upside and the potential trade later if I need to. So I'll upgrade this to 2.8, 4 years, and we got Connor back. Gonna offer a contract here for a backup here, Luke Whippler. I mean, he's 25 years old, so I mean, it is young. At least to keep a backup here, I'll increase the offer just slightly. We go ahead and get a backup center sign. And yeah, I think everything else can kind of go like Chance Campbell here is my Mike Backer 4. I think we could probably go even cheaper there if I can just draft one, honestly, in the 7th round or something, be way cheaper and long term. Eddie Jackson here, just at age 32. I mean, I wonder what Ronnie Hickman run that spot anyway. I just feel like that's just old just to get a backup safety. We could be getting younger there. Trey Lance, I'm not too worried about a QB3. Cameron Mitchell here, he is our cornerback 4, but for only $3 million a season, I'm not necessarily mad at it. But I'm probably not going to increase the deal that much. So if he's not willing to sign back for like that, or maybe just a little bit of a bonus, then we're probably going to let him go. McGuire, I think I'm ready. Some of these I'm ready to move on from already. So I don't think we're going to offer them deals, but we'll see what the offseason also looks like too as well. Ooh, that's a cool little graphic up there. Look at that. Season rushing leaders. That's a nice little graphic. So Mixon, Hall, and Henry are your top 3 rushing leaders right now. We do obviously after the bye week now, so everything kind of gets more organized here. It looks like we're top 5 pass defense still. 16th in rush defense, still 9th though in points per game, 15th rushing yards, passing yards, and 17th in points per game. So about more middle tier. I think that's, you know, a little bit better of a look there, about middle tier the way through. Now we are still missing out on some key guys due to injuries. I think it's on managed team. I'm trying to get the difference between managed team and GM's office. So yeah, Sanders is out for 2 to 4 more weeks. Matthew Randolph 1 to 3 more weeks. So not sure when we're getting either of those guys back. And we're going to kind of do things with either Dylan Gabriel or Trey Lance here. Being in last place here in the AFC North, well, the playoff picture by 2 games. It's going to be a long uphill battle to come back from. But let's just get a quick look since they are showing the stats there. You know, what are our stats looking like? See, Shedeur Sanders here, 2,704 yards, 23 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Judkins is at 697, 3 touchdowns. Sanders has rushed for 305 as well, 2 touchdowns. Sampson's at 126. Receiving, David Njoku leading the way with 81 receptions, 665 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Judy with 599. Jesse Bailey with 548 in his rookie year. Rich Looney, I feel like, is making a good comeback. Played half as many games, has about half as many yards as everybody else. 368, 5 touchdowns already. So I think if he had played the full year, we're looking at a different spot there for him. Where is Shedeur at in the league? I think it said 14th there in yards. So yeah, he's pretty far down there in terms of yards. He is hurt too, so he hasn't been up near the top of this list. He 23 touchdowns though, is tying there for the top of the board. Rushing yards here was 678. I mean, the quarterback's stealing a lot of his rushing yards, so yeah, he's way down there. What about receivers? Receptions. David Njoku is leading the league in receptions with 81, just not up there in yards. Who's leading in yards? Christian Watson, Jamar Chase, and Rashee Rice. Your only guys over 1,000. 20. Oh, dang. Jamar Chase is at 20 touchdowns already through 12 games. Watson at 17 right behind him. What is the record again? They're up close to season game 23 is for touchdown catches. 23 is the record. I mean, Jamar Chase could possibly pass that. I mean, 12 games, so he has at least 5 more games left to get 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's already averaging more than 1 a game, so obviously it takes his 1 a game, and he's going to have that record, you know, locked up. That is crazy. And this here is a look at the full playoff picture. I mean, we have all the other teams from our division are going. The Bengals would play the Ravens. Steelers would have the 5th seed if they went right now. On the other side, you see the Vikings, Eagles, Rams, 49ers, Falcons, Lions, and Packers are all going. So pretty close, you know, in a divisional race here with us. Of course, we're going to have to take down some of these opponents. Playing the Jets here, who are as the 12th seed, so they are worse than us. So let's jump into this game. We have our backup quarterback getting things kicked off. So we definitely want to see, you know, what Dylan Gabriel's got here today. And that what happens in this game is going to kind of depend on how the rest of the video is going to go. You know, is the season done for right here? All right, here we are. MetLife Stadium here taking on the New York Jets. And we're just trying to get our season back to a normal place, getting back over 500. And it's going to be in the hands of Dylan Gabriel today. Now, if I don't like what I see, though, we will go ahead and put in Trey Lance to see if he can perform a little bit better. But we'll be watching this one mostly from the booth, at least to start the game out. See if it gets interesting the more we go through. So I at least want to watch through this first quarter up here. So let's see how the first quarter goes and breaks down. Looks like the defense is causing longer drives. Offense only able to get 3 on their first one. Oh, there goes a big pass play there. Jesse Villa, 29-yard catch, gets us to our side of the field. As Gabriel is trying to work a drive here. Gets to David Njoku for 10. Judkins for 8. Looks like we're going to get stalled out, though. They're not able to get the first down. We do get another 3. So here off early, looks like both offenses are kind of not really moving too well. Justin Fields still leading the Jets here in this series. Goes with another 3 and out here. Can the offense finally get the ball moving? Gabriel's not doing too well passing this ball through this first half. Finds Villa for 13 there. Njoku for 5, and then an interception by Quentin Lake for 22. Just like that, back-to-back pass plays here. Jalen Naylor gets another 7-yard catch there inside the 2-minute warning. Are we going to move forward here? I saw like 3 consecutive 7-yard catches as Garrett Wilson catches the 5-yard touchdown pass. And we're going to see if we can score here before the end of the half. All right, Gabriel, let's see what the offense looks like with you at the helm. So we've kind of slowed down here today. Oh, my gosh. As soon as we get in, it's a sack fumble. That is not a good look. Let's see if we can get us a little bit of better play here. Good drop play up the middle there in the backfield still. So I think that's one of our biggest weaknesses on this team is the fact that we do have 3 rookies on the offensive line, which is probably not ideal. But I think the playing time is way more valuable to get them here. Play fake, not going to work there, so we're going to take off with Gabriel. We do have a very young offensive line here, so I think they'll continue to grow with the team. So honestly, the fact that we're able to be this good and they're not that developed might be a better sign for the team. And once we get these guys ready to go, we might have set ourselves up for pretty good success. It's just going to be one of those awkward years where we kind of know that it's going to be bad, but we just got to make the most of it. We might also have to reevaluate the running back position too. I know I put in a lot of good runs, and he has them occasionally, but 9 for 10 today is not it. Dropping back here, they're going with another run. Why? I get it's 3rd and short, but the run is not working today. Maybe we can get some excitement by watching the defense, though. We need them to get a stop here if we want to have a chance. They're going to go through. Look at that. Look at their run. Look how wide open of a running lane that was up the middle. Hand off up the middle again. This time the blitz gets there. JOK almost tackled him forward for the first down. Thankfully, Carson was in the way. So they're going to go goal line here. Probably going to go with the QB sneak here. They do. And oh, wow, that was easy. This is the Justin Fields I wish there was. I just think he was playing like this in real life. Hand off to the outside. Easy run lane. Nobody else is there to help out. He will be tackled forward for a first down game. Brees, 9 for 50 today. That's what a run game should look like. Drop back again. Play action. Nobody's going to get there. Launching this one deep. One-on-one coverage. It's knocked loose. He's had the Wilson matchup pretty much all day here. Play action. Fake here. Fields moving out the pocket. He's got all day to run. Halls Jr. did not get off his block. And that's an even bigger run attempt there as he dives forward for the red zone. That's what happens when you don't have any outside contain. I don't know where Myles Garrett was at, but he was nowhere to be seen on that play. They're going to motion across formation here. Look at the pocket. Wide open throw underneath, and they get the tackle. Had the pick, had the fumble. Has a wide open rushing lane here for Brees to score a touchdown, and I think that might just about do it. All right, I just got to see it. What does the offense look like with Trey Lance at QB? Dropping back here. Pockets cleaning out. He's at least able to find Njoku over the middle. Dropping back here. Pockets looking good. Throw over the middle. That's Njoku again. Lean on your tight end. That's a very good security blanket to have out there. Looks like we have another X Factor out there. Who is that? Dropping back, throws it. That's Njoku with the catch there for the first. As already with Trey Lance, I'm seeing a little bit of a pass difference here. I believed in him when he got drafted and thought he got shipped. You know, the injury was just kind of poorly timed. I think really, really affected his career. If y'all remember in the old Madden, I used to love playing with the 49ers. I'd supplement a quarterback so quick when I was playing online. Made running my scheme so much easier. Dropping back here. Play action. Pocket looking good. Look at Trey. Look at him still keeping his eyes down the field as Jesse Villio would catch that one for the catch. I think we got to roll Trey Lance here, quarterback. I like what I'm seeing on this drive. The pocket presence. The way to look down the field. Dropping back here. Throw out quickly. That's Rich Looney with the X Factor under his name. He's a superstar X Factor receiver. I did forget to check his development. Well, we just got it spoiled here. He's a superstar X Factor. Dropping back. He's open. He's open. He's going to roll. He's going to take it himself. Looking, fires it to nobody. Okay, so he definitely keeps his eyes upfield more than wanting to run it, but Rich Looney was wide open. Dropping back here. He'll just hand this off up the middle. Judkins gets the touchdown. Very much impressive drive, and I think we got to roll Trey Lance going forward. I'm not going to lie. Now, we went for 2, didn't get it, but we do force them to punt the ball back. So we're still down 16, so that's 2 possessions. But why not get one more drive here? Trey Lance, look at that completion to Fannin Jr. Look at the pressure not getting there. Look at another catch by Njoku breaking his way forward. We only have 1 timeout, so you're going to probably see a lot of no huddle here. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Trips open. Looney by himself at the top. Pockets looking good. Wide open catch there by Njoku again. Motioning Judkins out. Blitz right up the middle. That was a great call. Quincy Williams for it. Why is he playing that far? Wait. Is Quincy Williams a linebacker? Am I tripping? I could have sworn Quincy Williams was a defensive lineman. Why was he coming from that far back? Throw here. Down the field. Oh, he tried it. Judy did have a step. I think that's one of the first down the field throws we've seen in a while. We don't even really see Sanders go that far down the field. Lance, though. 4th and 9. Game on the line. Throws it over. Wide open is Rich Looney. We get to keep the drive moving. Stepping up. He's going to take off and run this one. All day to run, and he slides forward. Look at him. He's hiking the ball, just taking it off already. I know they're in man up 3. He's saying, I know they're in man up 3D. I'm just going to take it off and run it. Or we're just going to come back and spike it again. All right, got them in a normal defense this time around. Looks like David Njoku's by himself at the top of the screen. Trey's going to try to take off and taken down again. Quentin Williams, 3 sacks today. Oh, yeah, this time they're going to just call it back and run the play. It's 3rd and 16. Definitely don't want to have to go to 4th, I guess. 22 seconds left to go here. Pocket's looking good. Fires it down the field. 1-on-1. That's Njoku. Yeah, I think we definitely showed a better offense here with Lance leading it. So that's going to be a move to make. Dropping back here. Looks to fire it outside. That's not PI? Oh, my gosh. Sauce Gardner was all in the way. Looks like they actually have it set up to where Sauce is following Jerry Jeudy all over the field, too. So he's nice on the left side. Throw out to the right with him not there this time. See, when he's not over there to cheat. It's an easy touchdown to Njoku getting his first here. So we weren't able to come out with the win, but made it a lot closer of a score, though, when it's all said and done. 20-28. And, I mean, all that was pretty much Trey Lance at the end. I don't know why it played so much differently. Obviously, we didn't see the run game mixed in as much, so maybe we needed to pass on this team. Fields had a decent day, but look at this. Look at the comparisons. Almost the same amount of throws, more completions, more yards. Actually had a touchdown when he didn't. More yards per attempt. Run game here. Judkins again is just, he's not looking too good. I'm not going to lie to you. So it's got me wanting to think about this running back position. Do I need to reevaluate there? Njoku 10 for 95 and a touchdown. Looney 5 for 54 was not a bad game at all. Jerry Jeudy, did he even have a catch? He didn't even have a catch at all today. No Jerry Jeudy used at all. And then who got the sack called on them? Luke Weipler, the backup center. I forgot why he's in the game, actually. Oh, looks like Auburn actually played here again today, so he is back from his injury. Who else was? Oh, yeah, that's right. Matthew Randolph is hurt, so he's not the starting center. I might have to look to shore up that center position, then and put somebody else to start there if he gave up the 2 sacks. And look at that, Myles Garrett, another quiet game. 2 TFLs, but no sacks. And a couple upgrades after the game. Shamari Connor getting himself one here. I'm going to go with the hybrid because he plays down more in the box than he does back deep anyway. So +3 tackle, +2 zone coverage. That puts him now at an 82 man. Zone is sitting at 80. So actually pretty good splits there for that. Tackle is now at 67. If you can get that tackle up, we can put him more as like a sub linebacker possibly. And then Trey Lance, after the great game that he just had, I'm going to go with the field general. He does have the scrambler archetype, which is crazy because he didn't really scramble that often. But definitely played very well. Way better than I thought he would. So I think we're probably going to let Trey Lance get some of those starter snaps here, kind of moving into the next week. Coming here, looking at these guys, looks like it does look like here, and I can actually change it from here too as well. So I'm going to go ahead and switch Gabriel and Trey Lance and make him the star. But it does look like Rich Looney here is a superstar X Factor. Wow. That just shows I did not check this out last time I got a trophy for actually coming and looking at it. So he is a superstar X Factor after being drafted his rookie year. This is a phenomenal turn of events. You rarely draft rookies that come in as superstar X Factors. So it does suck that he got hurt early in the year. I mean, he has 36 injury. So that's going to be a thing to kind of watch out for. But, I mean, the more XP he gets, the faster he can get better. He's a scheme fit, which is great. We just need to find a mentor at this position, and we can make sure we, lock him in. So I think that could be something we possibly look to do. Now, obviously, that mentor would come in and be like a receiver for us. So maybe we let Tillman go just to go sign a mentor at this spot. That's actually decent. That could be a strategy there. Now, Superstar X Factor, he does have double me too as well. So we need to have him going down the field more. Energizer, ball carrier with this ability will replenish a portion of their stamina, which I guess would be nice since he does get hurt a lot. Matchup Nightmare, sharper cuts, and frequently win contested catches when covered by linebackers and linemen. The only one here that's even remotely close to doing something football related, it's not just like about stamina, is Deep End Elite. So I'm gonna give him that one. It's the only thing that's actually receiver oriented. Everything else is like, stay in the zone longer, catch your energy more. Like, bro, he's on the outside, he's not getting covered by linemen, and if anything, that should be Villa that gets that one. But he's not normal development 84 overall because he's obviously played most of the year at receiver 2. Now, what am I going to do about this spot at center? I'm thinking it'll either be Green, maybe even Morris or Benson. Let me just look and see who's got the best pass. Like, it's probably pass pro, but best even skill set. So we look here at left tackle, you know, between them. If we look at just run blocking here, it looks like Naya Morris, 77 pass block, 81 run block, as opposed to 81 pass block, 74 run block. So now we do run up the middle a lot. So I think I do like this skill set a little bit more to have Wanea go play center. Let me look at Green here, because Green also is more so on the inside. Look at the run. What's the run difference compared to, and then the other one, I mean, do we have technically Zach Zinter can go over there. If we look at just center, and if I were to put these guys, you know, kind of back to back, so Zinter, Green, and where is he at? Morris. Let me just put them here, 1, 2, 3, and let's just look at what we'd be getting and gaining, right? So that can't be right. This is saying that his pass block is 57. All right, something has, hold on. His pass block can't be 57. Wait, is there different pass block ratings depending on the position you play? How's it 77 here, 57 here? That don't even make no sense. There's no way that's a legit thing. So you mean to tell me as a center, his pass block is 57, whereas as a tackle, his pass block is 70? That makes no bit of sense at all. Maybe y'all can, maybe I'm tripping, maybe this is a glitch. Y'all can let me know down below in the comment section. That does not seem right at all. Because let me see if I look at him at guard. Does it go down that much for guard? Yeah, it's a 61 here. So is that really a thing that I got to worry about now? So if I move him to a different position, he's going to pass block worse? That is ridiculous. That is extremely ridiculous. Because if that's the case, I mean, he should be doing better than he is. 74 pass block, 66 for finesse. Maybe I should focus more on these, like the power finesse. If that's the case, I think Keon Green might deserve a look here. I mean, we obviously saw he gave up 2 sacks last time, so we got to do something here at this position. So I think letting Keon Green possibly get the start there might be the better option. What is Morris's overall is a 65, the same thing as Green. See, the question is like, okay, 78 compared to 76, but the finesse is more even here on the pass block. So he's able to do both. And the run block's a little bit better. All right, you know, I'm going to say bump the overall rating. I'm going to bring Morris in, place him over Zinter. Switch those two. I'm gonna let Morris start at center. I'm gonna move Morris inside to center and see if that helps out. I mean, honestly, could we like bump down our guard and just put him right at left tackle? Like let Tevin Jenkins come over. Just kind of bump him down one spot, like move him into center and then move Morris just to guard, maybe. What is Morris as a guard? He's a 66, so he goes up just a little bit. Jenkins is at 80 right there. What's he at center? 70. That's a huge drop off. Never mind. I'm not willing to do that. We're going to leave it like that. Then Morris at center. And to see how that plays out here in this next game against the Bengals, where they are the second best team in the league at 10-3. And we're hoping to pull out a win here this week with our starting quarterback just gone. And look at that improvement, bro. We beat the Bengals in our rematch against them 23-21 here late. And look at the offense actually doing good. 397 total yards gained, 264 through the air, 133 on the ground. As it looks like we held Joe Burrow to only 218. Trey Lance 264, 2 interceptions, but a much more, you know, improved game than I think we saw than Gabriel. Look at 15 for 79 in the touchdown, the run game. Samson 10 for 45 as we mixed in 2 backs. Did give up a lot of yards there to Chase, but Looney 8 for 100 games, recognizing that superstar X Factor potential. Judy kind of shut down here today a little bit. Njoku kind of quiet. Oh yeah, let me look at the sacks. Did we get anything today? We had 2 given up, and it was by Ogborn and Morris. So I mean, it was kind of in that same spot, but at least it's better than 2 from the center spot. Only 1 sack here from Joe Tryon, Swinger, but Myles Garrett once again quiet day. But it's all that was needed. I mean, we were able to go to come out on top, get a W, get it back to 500. And that kind of, like I said, this is all setting up the end of the season. we're trying to figure out what could happen. It looks like our starting center is back from injury. That's what I like to see. I can immediately go put him back in his starting spot, and hopefully that helps shore up the offensive line just that much more. Look at Randolph back in the spot that he needs to be in. I'm going to let Weipler go back there. Now we just need to let our quarterback come back from his injury. Look at that. After a big game, they're originally getting another upgrade already. We're going to go with the playmaker upgrade here to get a big range of skills boosted here. He's up to an 82 overall, +2 catching, deep route running, short route running, +1 to his release. So just looking at where he's at. So he's got 88 short route running now with the boost, 82 medium, 87 deep, 94 spec catch, 87 catching traffic, 92 overall catching rating though. So an 81 release on the outside. Definitely improving a lot with that. Now, of course, the role is just going to be like, what is his role going to be moving forward, whether it's going to be on the outside or inside. I think I do like him running on the outside right now. Now, against Tampa Bay here, if we look at the standings, the Baltimore is the team that we have to catch up to, and we are 2 games behind them, meaning with 3 games left, if Baltimore wins this game, they do have the tiebreaker over us. So if Baltimore wins, we're out. But if we win and they lose, we still have life. So I think we jump into this game to see what happens. What time are they playing in a position where we would possibly be able to see their results? Let's see. What time is Baltimore playing? They're playing at 4:15, so we wouldn't be able to see it. So, but we do definitely want to get this win, because winning here is the first step then. So since we're playing first, winning is the first step, and then hopefully watching Baltimore lose in the weekly recap. Here we are in Tampa, Florida now. So from cold weather to warm weather, as we'll finally look to get another dub here against Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. Trying to show here that we can win. I think we should be getting back Shedeur Sanders after this game. So if we're able to pull off one more dub here with Trey Lance, we may get our actual starter back and be able to produce something great here. So a little comeback, little, wild card 7 seed snatch, possibly, maybe, if the Ravens start to slide. But we have to win out, too. That's the other hard part here, is basically being able to win out. So let's jump onto the field and see if Trey Lance can lead this offense just one more time to another dub. We do have our starting center back here. 3-man pressure. Pocket's looking good. Fires it down the field. Wide open is Jerry Jeudy. Drop back here. Going to go with the handoff. Great run lanes there now that our center is back in town. Can we convert our first third down of the game? I imagine that. Nope, they're going to pass it here. Getting out of the pocket with the blitz. It is picked up. Wide open is David Njoku. Could have went underneath the Rich Looney. They were both open. That was a great pickup later, the blitz, though. Shout out to the tackle. Jack Conklin able to pick that one up here. Look at the pressure coming from the left guard. Throws that away. Thank you, Trey. Oh, look at that quick throw out. Jerry Jeudy, first catch of the game, gets us the first. Gonna actually mark him like an inch short. Surprised we didn't go with the QB sneak, but I don't think it's in my play. It's not in my playbook designed to do that. Throw goes out quick. David, what are you doing? And because of our tight end there, David Njoku mostly making clutch plays. That's on mental error. Now the ball's going back to the Bucs here, though. Great play in the backfield by Isaiah McGuire. Trying to decide if we renew his contract. He's definitely going to make some impacts making plays like that. Because, it's between him and Joe Tryon who we bring back. Or, we have Joe Tryon, so I could trade Joe if a need be. Maybe we do bring back Isaiah, trade Joe, still draft an edge rusher. I don't know. We'll have to see what kind of contract demands he's looking for. That's almost picked off. Great play there. Is that Grant Delpete again? This ain't the same Tampa team they are now. They're 5-9 here in this series this year, so definitely have seen some regression by them. Moving Jerry Jeudy across formation here. They're going to snap this one at the last possible second. Trey's going to step up in the pocket. Looks to escape, and he gets taken down. After the sack here, throw goes over. That's a first down grab for Rich Looney. Blitz off the left side. Throw right to where they... Hey, that's all you got to do. Replace where the blitz is coming from and throw it to that spot. It's going to be the weakest point of the defense, at least temporarily. 2nd and 11 there after the quick catch. Going underneath again. This time to Villa for the first down. Oh my goodness. What kind of run blocking was that? Can't even be mad on that one. I don't know if that was Rudolph. It looked like it might have been Zach Andrews instead. Oh, look at Andrews just getting bullied by Vita Vea. Thankfully, the throw goes out to Jesse, breaking some ankles. Our 4th first down here of the early game. Yeah, it's all Zach Andrews right now. I'm just watching him get bullied. I mean, almost every snap, he's getting pushed right back. That's Fannin Jr. with the catch for the first again. Might need to look to make that replacement. I obviously want to get our young offensive linemen in there to get the development they need, but if you're going to play like that, look at him that time going around, still getting a block in. See, I can't tell I'm doing more offensive line watching than anything. That time he did went around our tackle to get a block. So that was a smart IQ play. Fannin Jr. out to the flats again. We're in goal territory. And see, look, Trey Lance is getting the ball out quick. Quick throws, smart throws. Not really running the ball, though, is the only downside. Out here to the defense, really. Judkins was going out in the wheel, but he did not get his head around for the catch. Judkins still in the game here. Dropping back, blitz is coming in. Trey, you got to get that out, bro. You have to throw that away. So we go into the 4th quarter here. They did have back-to-back 3-and-outs from each side, but at least we're getting the ball back here to start the second. Now, that was some really good driving that we saw, though, by Trey Lance. He gets the ball out quickly. There's a lot of really good plays to be made with Trey at quarterback that I think we weren't seeing with Gabriel. Look at those 2 back-to-back pass plays to Looney. We're on our side of the field here, 3rd and 3. Another big pass play here to Villa. We're at the 26-yard line. Let's go try to cap this off with a touchdown. Here's our opportunity. We're going to drop back here. Lance throwing this underneath the Njoku. Good catch. Nobody able to get open on that last play. It's 3rd and 10 here. They need to get up to the 17-yard line, 16-yard line, really, to get this first. Dropping back, throws it over the middle. That's Rich Looney with the catch. Spins off of a tackler, and he gets us into the red zone. Red zone, yes, but goal line territory. 5 catches already early in this game. He's really getting open on those in route outright elite. It's going to work. Red zone defense here. Look at, you had Judkins out the backfield if you just kept your eyes that way. I get it. The pressure came from the right side, but you got to throw where the pressure's coming from. That was an easy read. Dropping back here, only sending 4, so no blitz. Looney will catch us and get us at least centered up and closer for a chip shot. Shall we get to the 4th quarter here? Not much action through the 3rd as they were able to go ahead and pick up 3 points, but we're looking to try to close this game out here. Back-to-back negative plays definitely aren't going to do it as we're undisciplined with another penalty there on offense. Trying to get this ball back. We do. So 7 minutes left to go here. Come on, Trey. This is not the time I need you to be missing throws. 3 straight. Trying to close out this game now. We are still up 9-3. 2.5 left to go. Looks like the defense is on both sides working overtime here as we get through the line of scrimmage this time. Judkins getting a first down carry. 13 for 42 has been pretty bad. They're actually going to spot him an inch short. Dropping back here, up the middle. Come on, just get the first down, bruh. Look at that. They're sending in another blitz. Look at that. Right through. Judkins goes through a tackler. And they've used up all their timeouts, so that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. If we get a first down here, we can kind of ice the game. So 3rd and short, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do here. We're lining up in the strong formation, though. So 2 tight ends on the field. We're going to hand this off. They sent a blitz. Judkins trying to do everything but run forward in the backfield, and they're going to get a chance to win the game. I might try to do something like put Sampson as like the 3rd down back, maybe. Just so carries get a little bit more split. Maybe we get more of a look at Sampson because every time we watch, I am not impressed with Judkins anymore like I was in the first game. We have not seen y'all blown covers like this all game. Why is he wide open over the middle when it counts? When it counts, I swear this team just wants to make it as hard as possible. No Diddy. Dropping back here. Baker looking. He's going to take off, throwing this one out of a sack in the end zone. It's knocked down, thankfully. So you have 50 seconds left, and now they're at the 18-yard line. A touchdown for them wins the game. Only up 6 points here. Dropping back. Looking. Fires it outside. That's on the ground. If only had 2 third down conversions, this would be the worst time to have the 3rd one. Motioning across the formation. He's going to double back. JOK is going to stay on him, though. Great coverage. Throwing this one out to his halfback. No timeout, so the clock's going to run here. It's 4th down. They have to go for it. They're getting back to the line as quickly as possible. If this is not a first down, this game is going to be over here. 30 seconds left to go. Dropping back. That's a sack! Finally able to get back in the backfield. That was 92 Elijah Chapman, our 3rd defensive tackle on roster. Look at him swing move around the guard. And that's going to end the ball game for us and get it part 1 of what we need to get to this postseason done. Now we just got to see if Baltimore loses. I mean, not really much that you can really look at after a game like that, but 317 yards by Trey Lance. We just didn't have the red zone offense. I think that is what it was. I mean, he threw the ball great. 16 for 54 here. Still had no running game. I think we need to mix in. We do a lot better when we mix in Samson. So I don't know why they don't do it here, but they do it when we simulate. I don't get the disconnect there because the settings should be the exact same, but 10 for 104 for here. Rich Looney really starting to take over out of that spot now. Sacks, we got 2 coming from Jenkins. We had sacks all over the place. Look at that. That's a lot of sacks being given up here today, but we also threw the ball a lot, and we're not getting enough on our side to kind of match that. So still some things to fix, but let's see if Baltimore won their game, if they show up in the post game at least. All right, so they did not show the Ravens game. I went in and watched it. They did not show the Ravens game at all, so that does suck. But we'll just look here instead. Go over, and it looks like they won. So it's 10-5, 10-5, 10-5. That's the top 3 teams in our division. We can't touch any of them really, being at 8-7. I don't want to say we're eliminated just yet, but yeah, because the Chargers are still 9-6. There is still hope to crack that last spot. I mean, we have the Chargers at 9-6, the Chiefs at 9-6, the Raiders at 9-6, and then us at 8-7. With the Giants on schedule and the Texans, we are facing 2 teams that are worse than us as far as records go. So I think we stop here. Next episode will be the last 2 games of the year where we will kind of go really in depth and in deep into these games and see if we can find our way sliding into the postseason. Before we go ahead and head out here for the day, I just want to double check injury reports here. Is Shedeur back for these last 2 games? He is. We're fully healthy. Shedeur Sanders is back at QB just when we need him the most. And we're going to have a chance here to win the last 2 games with our quarterback back leading the way. So if you guys are ready for that, man, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Next time out, we'll be getting into the Giants and Texans and getting into the postseason. I love every single one of you guys. It's been your boy, Coach Smooth. I'll catch you guys in the next episode, man. Leave a like, subscribe on your way out the video for me, please, to show that love and support. Love every single one of you guys so much. Later.